We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good matchup. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. second down and a run by Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Powell's throw complete to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Watson on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In motion left, that's Cooper. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Again, it's Robinson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a gain of a yard, and that leads to a Washington 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action. Howell. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Back to the ground with Gibson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Robinson up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Powell. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
From the 38, Powell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividend.
Under pressure, they got him again. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now Charles rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Chubb going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Commissioners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Robinson toss play left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Watson off play action.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Montez Sweat able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down,
not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Howell.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now throwing on first down here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the